Hello friends, in these solutions as we have started the exercise question, we have completed some MCQ from the question number 1. Today we will discuss remaining MCQ. So in that remaining MCQ first one, identify the correct statement. Means 4 options are given, we have to select the correct statement. So firstly, vapor pressure of solution is higher than that of pure solvent. So they have given the vapor pressure of pure solution and vapor pressure of pure solvent. So whose vapor pressure will be greater one, that we have to discuss. As we know that vapor pressure of solution, which is denoted by symbol P, and vapor pressure of pure solvent is denoted by P naught. Actually if we consider vapor pressure of pure solvent, which is greater one or which is higher one. Why? Because in case of solvent there is no presence of another substance, but as we know that solute plus solvent, it gives the solution. And as we know that when solute is added into the solvent, at that time solvent quantity will be less, and that's why, for example, here if we consider 100 ml of solvent is there, but when we are preparing the solution, at that time solvent quantity will be less than the pure solvent, because that space will be occupied by the, or that much quantity will be occupied by the solute. That's why vapor pressure of the solvent is greater than the solution. So first statement is the wrong. Second one, boiling point of solvent is lower than the boiling point of the solution. Yes, that is the correct statement. Why? If we consider boiling point of the solution, that is the T. When solute is added into the solvent, at that time pressure decreases, means their boiling point increases. And if we consider boiling point of the pure solvent, that will be lower one. Means here we can say that vapor pressure increases, then boiling point decreases. So here when solute is added into the solvent, at that time that vapor pressure decreases, means their boiling point increases. So boiling point of solution is greater than the boiling point of the pure solvent. So this is the correct one. What about the remaining two? That also we'll discuss. Osmotic pressure of solution is lower than that of the solvent. No, this is also wrong one, because osmotic pressure of the solution is higher than the osmotic pressure of the solvent. And last one, osmosis is a colligative property. No, osmosis is not a colligative property. Osmotic pressure is a colligative property. So here we have completed this first MCQ of the second part. Now we'll discuss the next one. In that MCQ, what is given? The osmotic pressure of blood. What is given? Osmotic pressure of blood is 7.65. So I will write here one by one. Osmotic pressure, which is denoted by pi, value is 7.65 atmosphere. Okay? At 310 Kelvin. Temperature is also given, that is the 310 Kelvin. An aqueous solution of glucose, isotonic, glucose is given. Okay. Isotonic, what is mean by that isotonic? That also we will discuss. With blood has the percentage by volume. Here we have to find out the percentage by volume. These terms are involved in this given numerical. So firstly, percentage by volume we have to find out. What is mean by that isotonic? Isotonic is nothing but if we are having the two solution, then their osmotic pressure will be same. For example, here two solutions are there. One is the blood and second one is the glucose. Means both are having the same osmotic pressure. What about the glucose? What is the use? That we will discuss here. So what is the formula for that one? How we can use that osmotic pressure? Now see here. Osmotic pressure is equal to CRT. This is the well-known formula. Clear to you? C is nothing but the N by V, which one we have taken at that time when we are writing that equation. So, nRT divided by V. Now, what is mean by that N? N is nothing but the number of moles. So, we can write that equation pi is equal to W by M RT divided by V. Just I am modifying this equation like that, W by V, and that will be M is equal to pi is equal to W by V into RT by L. Clear to everyone? Now what we want? We want to calculate this one in the percentage. So simply that will be W by V is equal to pi M divided by RT into 100. Clear to everyone? Because we want to find out the percentage by volume. That's why we have to multiply with the 100. Now see here pi, its value is 7.65 into molar mass. Whose molar mass we have to take? We have to take here molar mass of the glucose. What is the formula? C6H12O6. And according to that, carbon, its mass number is 12, hydrogen 1, oxygen 16. If we calculate it, then we will get that answer, that is the 180 into 100, that will be as it is divided by R. R is 0.082 into temperature. How much it is? It is 310. And in this way, percentage by volume, that is nothing but the W by V is equal to, after this calculation, we will get that is the 5.41 into 10 raised to 3. That answer will be in the gram per liter. Now see here, when we want to convert 1 liter into the centimeter cube, at that time simply we are multiplying with the 10 raised to 3. But here that L means liter is present at the denominator. So what will be there? See, W by V is equal to 5.41 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 10 raised to 3. So this will get cancelled, and finally percentage by volume is equal to 5.41%. This is the answer. So if we consider the 4 option, in that option A is the correct answer. Hope so everyone understood this objective. Clear? Next one we will discuss now. Now see this 2 MCQ. So in that first one, vapor pressure of a solution is directly proportional to the mole fraction of solute, inversely proportional to the mole fraction of solute, inversely proportional to the mole fraction of the solvent, and directly proportional to the mole fraction of the solvent. So here if we consider Raoult's law, which is for the non-volatile. What is that Raoult's law? Raoult's law for the non-volatile solute, that is the vapor pressure of a solution is directly proportional to the mole fraction of a solvent. If we are using A for the solvent, then we are writing here A. If you want to use B, then you can, miss it based on that one. So here we are saying that it is directly proportional to mole fraction of a solvent. So P is equal to P naught into XA. This will be the equation, and according to that we can say that vapor pressure of a solution is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the solvent. So which one is the correct option? Solvent, C and D, but it is inversely proportional, it is directly proportional. So option D is the correct answer. Next one, pressure cooker reduces cooking time for food because. So here as we know that if we are cooking in a pressure cooker or in another vessel, then we can observe in a pressure cooker it comes, means that process comes fastly, means it reduces the time for the cooking. What is the reason behind that? So if we consider the reason, when we are cooking under the pressure, at that time that heat builds faster and that maintain the temperature better, and because of that only boiling point of the water is increased. So option A is the correct option. What is that? Boiling point of water involved in the cooking is increased, and because of that in a less time we can complete our cooking also. Now we will discuss last 2 objective of this question number 1. Now see this objective, Henry's law constant. Now in this objective we will discuss what is the Henry's law also. So Henry's law constant for a gas CH3Br is 0.159 mole per decimeter cube atmosphere at 25 degree Celsius. What is the solubility of a CH3Br in water at 25 degree Celsius and a partial pressure of 0.164 atm. Here what we have to find out and what is the Henry's law, that we will discuss firstly. So if we consider that Henry's law, in that we can say that the solubility of gas in a liquid, solubility of gas in a liquid is directly proportional to directly proportional to the pressure of liquid over solution. Now see here solubility S, which is directly proportional to the pressure, that's why P. If we are removing that proportionality sign, then we will get here S is equal to Kp, and that K is called as a Henry's law constant. Now see here they have given here K. Where is it? This is the K. Clear to everyone? After that they have given the partial pressure, means this value is of the P. So if we put all this value in that formula, then what will be this? See, S is equal to K, how much it is? 0.159 into pressure. How much it is? 0.164. If we consider their calculation, or if you calculate it, then we will get the answer, that is the 0.026 molar. And this is the solubility of the gas. So option, if we consider, in that we can observe this is the correct answer. So in this way we have completed our this objective part. Now we will discuss the question number 2, that is the answer in 1 or 2 sentencing. If you are understanding my teaching method, then please don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you all of you.